Okay, I'm Danielle Myburgh. I work for Pixel Global. I'm a sales director in Pixel Global, and we are an AV integrator. So we are mainly focusing on the corporate side, and that is on meeting rooms, the town halls, um, anything to make a collaborative sort of world between working from home and working in the office, and or wherever you are really. I think that's the main thing. It's the understanding between the two worlds really, from working from home and working in the office. Some people want to go to the office, some people don't want to go to the office, and I get to hear a lot from IT directors and facility managers like we're finding it very hard to get people back in the office because we don't have the right equipment. What can we do to change the equipment? Well, I usually always start with, what is the goal? What do you want to use it for, and how do you want to just show me what good looks like, and then we can work from there how we can try to achieve that. Then obviously with everything is a price tag, so we know that, but the equipment also changes quite quickly, and sustainability now is a really big thing for facility managers and IT directors. So what Pixel Global has decided to do is put the audiovisual, like IT already does with a lot of equipment, is putting it as a service-based sort of contract. So you don't buy the equipment outright, but you're actually using it. You can lease it for 3 years or for 5 years. What is your preference? And you have an X amount. And with that included is the hardware, is all the software licenses, but it's also the support. And with that support, we can check if what you already have in your estate. Say, for instance, you already have your equipment, your meeting rooms set out a certain way. We can add to that, and how we do that. First of all, we usually do a sort of stock take. We looking at what you already have, what can be reused. So we're not starting completely from fresh, and then we add to that, and we'll make that up as a monthly or a quarterly fee. So then you pay an X amount, say £200 per room, and you have that. Then you can then sort of standardize your meeting rooms, so it all becomes the feel and look becomes the same, and you have a support package with that. So if something doesn't work, or some rooms are more preferred than others, and you want to try and work out how how you can change that, our support is there to help you with that. It makes a lot more sense for budget holders as well, because often facility managers are doing the refreshers and are heavily involved in trying to find the right equipment for the refreshers. But actually the budget is held in the IT. So facility managers then are dependent on the IT managers to make the final call. And this will sort that problem, because this then can be tagged along to the IT budget far easier. And also if you then want to make changes in the meantime, or you want to add on to, it's a lot easier way of doing that. So and after 3 years, for sustainability reasons, we then take the equipment back and then give you another refresh. So you don't have to worry about it. What comes out every month or every quarter from the budget that goes out. That's already decided for the next 3 years or 5 years, and then we go. We go and do that again after 3 or 5 years. We do exactly the same, and you're always up to date with your latest technology. I think this is where the success lies. With that comes that we need to be far more sustainable with our. So we need to be. Then we have more control over how we are actually recycling that equipment as well, because when you sell the equipment as an AV integrator, you don't always have the opportunity to actually look after that equipment, because that equipment is. But once you have the equipment still under your sort of domain, you have a far better sort of way of actually reusing that equipment again somewhere else. So, but the equipment we take out, we can then look at sort of parts where we can reuse that too. So it's a fairly new way of looking and making it sort of greener for everyone really.